and orderly. It's almost the same as arithmetic, but the common difference is no longer a common difference for geometric sequence, but it is a common ratio. No? What is that common ratio? Okay, we'll find out. No? Sige, kasi I think baka sawa na kayo kay Sir, no? You don't like listening to Sir Romel anymore, you're not interested. So after you watching this, sandali lang, silip tayo sa kanila. Baka nagliligawan na kayo dyan, ha? Charot lang. Okay, baka nagliligawan na sila doon. Okay, so, sige, let's have the Love Math TV, no? I do not know the teacher's name, but she's interesting to watch actually, right? Okay, I do not know, no? When, who knows Cyril or Lina? Okay, Cyril or Nila was not the best in math of last year for grade 9, no? When they were in grade 8, it was Justin Parenya. Okay. Kalala niyo ba sila? Yung mga grade 9? Okay, Cyril or Lina and Justin. Okay, but now Cyril or Lina is extraordinary, no? And I was asking if he has a tutor, and he said no. Sir, I'm just watching the YouTube videos, no? So that's how he actually what do you call that? Reinforce himself. Okay, reinforce himself, no? So I was not inspired, but I used that as one of the resources telling you students to be actually search, no? The YouTube. YouTube is just there. Ang mainam po talaga siya, no? If you cannot understand really Sir Romel, because it's online, YouTube is not, no? Okay, the clarity in YouTube is there. You can post, no? Pero for Sir Romel, online is not clear. Okay? Okay, sige, let's watch. Oh, sige, lalaki na muna. Ano ba si lalaki? Itong si Pablo. So wait lang ha. Yung guy first na teacher and then gwapo yan. Kikiligin ng mga girls. O nga kinilig eh. Wait lang. Pumasok na ba yung tab ko? Oh, hindi pa yata. Ito na. Ay! Mali. Okay. Nainit na si Dayag. Don't you worry, I'll give the link afterwards.
Welcome to Lesson 2, Grade 10, the geometric sequence. A geometric sequence is a sequence in which we can get the succeeding term by multiplying the previous term to the fixed number called the common ratio. In Tagalog, makukuha natin yung next term kapag minultiply natin yung previous term doon sa fixed number na tinatawag na common ratio. Example tayo. Meron tayong 2, 6, and 18. Meron tayong fixed number. Kapag minultiply natin, makukuha natin yung next term. Dito, makukuha natin yung common ratio na yon, which is sabihin natin R, common ratio. If we're going to divide the second term, so this is our A1, the first term, A2, and A3. Common ratio, A2 divided by A1. So that means, in arithmetic sequence, makukuha natin yung common difference naman doon by subtraction. Dito naman, kay common ratio, makukuha natin siya by division. Next, ito yung tinatawag natin common ratio. Para daw makuha natin next terms, i-multiply lang natin yung common ratio dun sa previous term. So dito, yung R natin, the common ratio is 6 over 2. Yan. 6 divided by 2, that is 3. Okay. Kunin natin yung mga next terms. Multiply lang natin. 18 times 3. So, para makuha yan,
Hello.
18 times 3, that is 8, 16, 24. Carry 2. 3 times 1 plus 2. So, next is 54. So, ito na ngayon si A4. Para makuha si A5, multiply ulit natin si 54 ng 3. So, 54 times 3, that is 12, carry 1, 15 plus 1, 16, 160. 160. What if your teacher asks you, what is the ninth term of the sequence? Yung sa binigyan natin example kanina. So, nakuha natin hanggang A5. Ano daw si pang ninth term? So, kung sa arithmetic may formula tayo, syempre kay geometric, meron din tayong formula. To get the nth term, we have an is equal to a1 times r raised to n minus 1. An, ito yung hinahanap nating term, the nth term. A1, that means the first term. R is the common ratio. And n, yung hinahanap nating term. So, kunin natin si ninth term gamit yung formula. So, A9, kasi yung hinahanap natin, is equal to A1. Ang A1 natin ay 2. So, i-write natin si 2. Times R. Ang R natin, na-compute kanina, which is 3. 3. Raised to n minus 1. That is 9 minus 1. So, 2 times 3 raised to 9 minus 1. That is 8. So, huwag natin kakalimutan yung PEMDAS. So, mauuna muna si exponent bago tayo mag-parentheses. So, multiply natin 2 times 3 raised to 8. So, pwede tayong gumamit ng calculator. O, dun sa iba, hindi sila ina-allow na gumamit ng calculator. O, try natin i-solve mentally. 3 times 3, that is 9. Times 3, 27. Times 3, 81. So, 81 times 3, so yung pang fifth term natin, 81 times 3, that is 3. 8, 16, 24, 243. Yung pang fifth. Wala. Next, yung A5. Para makuha si A6, times 3 ulit. So, 3 times 3, 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 4, 12, carry 1. 3 times 2, 6, plus 1, 7, 2, 9. A6. Next, A7 times 3. Para makuha si A7, 9 times 3, 27, carry 2. 3 times 2, 6 plus 8, plus 2, 8. Next, 7 times 3, 21. So, 2, 1, 8, 7. So, 8, 7 yan. Times 3 ulit. So, 2, 1, 8, 7 times 3. 7, 14, 21, carry 2. 8, 16, 24, 25, 26. Carry 2. 3 plus 2, 5, and 6. 6, 5, 6, 1. 6, 5, 6, 1. Siya ngayon si 3 raised to 8. Next,
Kumusta kayo
2
dyan?
times 6, 5, 6, 1. So, multiply natin, 6, 5, 6, 1 times 2. So, 2, 6 times 2, 12, carry 1. 2 times 5, 10
Natakot
plus
yung
1,
dalawa.
11. 6 times 2, 12.
Parinig sila ng boses
So,
na...
our A9 is 12,122. Ayun. Pwede din naman natin gamitin yung mano-mano or the manual way. So, i-multiply lang natin ng 3. I-verify natin gamit ang calculator. So, nasa A5 na tayo. 163 times 3 para makuha sa A6. 163 times 3. So, that is 486. 486. Yan ngayon si A6. Next, times 486 times 3.
Okay, did you hear the word mano-mano,
5,
Sam?
8. Ito ngayon si A7.
Okay, it's like
Next,
doing it manually.
1, 4, 5, 8 times 3. 4, 3, 7, 4. Ito ngayon si A8. And last, times 3. 13,122. Parehas ba? Ay, nagkamali tayo sa pag-multiply dito. So may carry tayo dito. 5 times 2, 10, 11, carry 1. So 6 times 2, 12, plus 1, 13. So 13. Sorry for that. So ayun, parehas lang naman siya, si A9. So isama din natin ang geometric sequence, makukuha yung next term by multiplication or by division. So, ang common ratio, makukuha siya A2, the second term, divided by A1, the first term. So, yun lang si geometric sequence.
Okay, who wants to try? Who can differentiate now arithmetic and geometric sequence? Anyone?
Good morning, class. For today.
Ang pangit ng isa. Ang pangit ng professor kasi ang pangit isa. Okay, sige, before you answer that, anyone, no? I'll check the attendance first. Baka tinulugan na ako ng iba. Okay, Aniel. Say present.
Present.
Miles.
Present, sir.
The boses ni Miles. Dan Rain.
Present, sir.
Dave.
Present.
Okay, yan. Nakita ko yun ni Prince. Kabatch nyo pala si Man Lapas, Prince, no? Okay, na-watch ko yung video nyo. At tutor ko siya. Ay, tutor tuloy. Incoming. Oh, I'm teaching him now, no? Grade 7 math. By the way, Prince math. Okay, let's go. John Victor.
Present po.
Okay, Renz, Gab,
Present po.
Jire, skip ko to, okay? Okay, so obvious yesterday, no? Sir, wala po ako mark. Okay. Obvious yesterday was De La Cruz, no? So someone is entering, a girl named with surname De La Cruz is entering, no? So obvious relative mo yan, De La Cruz, no? I do not know. So there are 4 people who wants to enter our Google Meet class yesterday. And should I be angry? No, it's not, no? But I should be stating that I do not want that really to happen again. Okay? So as a class, next time it will happen, everybody, no, will get the merit from homeroom. Okay? In your homeroom rather. And math also, no? Okay. Math also. If you do that again, your grade, like you're about to be actually receiving 85 or 98, like when I say all of you will be deducted -2. And I mean it, no? Okay. Eh, nagkakaintindihan pa tayo dito, no? That's how I actually give punishment. No? And I mean it, no? You respect your teacher. Did you get me? I'm your class advisor, no? Oh, the new teachers, no, like Ma'am Jennifer or what? No, I do not know how you treat them. How did you treat them when you were in grade 9? Bastusan ba? Mhm. Sige, hindi niyo pa ako kilala, ha? You seem to know I'm nice. And I give you jokes, no? There are 4 there, no? You cannot see them, no? When we admit people, or when we admit you teachers, when we admit you, you cannot see those people entering. Can you see? Hindi, no? Sige, ha? Okay, so Jira is there, and then Jared is in the other room. Ryan. Child is not around. Okay, I think he's sick, no? Sir Lola is cutting me. Okay, sige, it's Alrian now. Make it fast. Wala. Skip ko.
Present po,
National
present.
Simon.
Present po.
Alrian, okay. Simon.
Present.
Samuel. Make it fast. Where's Sam? Okay, sige, skip natin si Sam. Next. Rafael.
Present, sir.
Sean.
Present po.
Charles.
Present po, sir.
Jacob. I-skip ko Samuel and si Jacob. Next. Justin.
Present.
Hello. Ano nangyari sa inyong dalawa? Hindi ko magalaw si Jared. Okay, sige. Next. Girls. Rafit.
Present po.
Pass. Asha.
Present po.
Catherine.
Present.
Siren. Okay. Micaela.
Present po.
Yuka.
Present po.
Ozzy.
Present po.
Liana May.
Present po.
Phoebe.
Present po.
Alia.
Present po.
Ashley. Ashley. Sige. Skip. Aliona.
Present po.
Tiffany.
Present po.
Ana May. Nasa kabila. Okay, next. Ito pa. Sorry, it's Aliana Veroya.
Present po.
Yes, Eliza.
Present po.
Okay, sige, let's watch the girl teacher. Have a nice voice, no? Parang nakakatamad yung voice niya. Pero she teaches, she has a lot of example, no? Okay, sige, let's watch her. Nakalabutan ko na. Ay, sorry. It's a tug.
para tulungan kayo sa mga problema nyo sa math. And for today's video, ang pag-uusapan natin ay tungkol sa geometric sequence. Pero bago ko simulan ng video tutorial na ito, siguraduhin na munang napindot nyo na dyan ang like button. At syempre, kung bago ka pa lang
Okay.
sa aming YouTube
Don't
channel,
mind
pindutin mo na rin
Sam
dyan
if you're
ang
there
subscribe
somewhere, no?
button. At i-hit mo na
What she's
rin
talking
ang
about.
notification bell para lagi kang maging updated sa mga videos na i-upload ko. Okay na? Na-like,
Okay,
na-subscribe
translate.
at na-hit na rin ang notification bell? Kung okay na, tara na, simulan na natin. Okay, for geometric sequence, okay, let's have first its definition. Ano ba ang geometric sequence? A geometric sequence, or also known as geometric progression, is a set of terms in which each term after the first term is obtained by multiplying the preceding term by the same fixed number called common ratio. Okay, kung doon sa ating arithmetic sequence, meron tayong fixed number na ina-add para makuha natin yung susunod na term na tinatawag na nating common difference. Dito naman sa geometric sequence, meron tayong fixed number or fixed value na minumultiply natin doon sa term na yun para makuha yung susunod na term. And that number is called common ratio. Okay? Which is, ang symbol natin ay letter R. Now, kung sa ating common arithmetic sequence, we have a sub n equals to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 equals d. Sa ating geometric sequence, ito na yung formula natin. Okay? Wherein we have a sub n is equal to a sub 1 times the ratio raised to n minus 1. Wherein, yung a sub n, siya pa rin yung last term natin. Okay? Yung a sub 1, siya ang ating first term. Okay? And then yung n, siya pa rin yung number of terms. And yung R is yung common ratio natin. So, ito yung number na minumultiply natin to get the next term. Okay, now let's determine, for learning task number 1, let's determine if the pattern illustrates geometric sequence or not. So, i-identify natin kung geometric ba siya or not. Pero paano? Kapag sila ay may common ratio, ibig sabihin geometric sequence yung sequence na binigay. Okay, let's try to find out. We have 4, and then 18, 16, 32, 64. Okay, let's see. Para ma-identify natin yung common ratio, kung dun sa common difference ang ginagawa natin, sinasubtract natin. Dito, let's try to divide. Okay? 64 divided by 32 is 2. 32 divided by 2, or 32 divided by 16 is 2. 16 divided by 8 is 2. 8 divided by 4 is 2. So, ibig sabihin, pag si 4 tinimes ko sa 2, 8 ang magiging answer. 8 times 2, 16. 16 times 2, 32. 32 times 2, 64. Sorry. So, ibig sabihin, ang common ratio nila ay 2. So, ang R natin dito ay 2 kasi yun yung fixed number na minumultiply natin doon sa preceding term para makuha natin yung next term. So, dahil tayo ay may common ratio dito, it means ito ay geometric sequence. Okay? Now, let's have number 2. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, let's try to divide 10 divided by 8. Okay, meron ba tayong value na makukuha? This is 10 over 8, 5 over 4 siya. Let's try when we have here 8 over 6. That's 4 over 3. So, wala silang common ratio. Ulit ha, 10 divided by 8 is 10 over 8. Pag ni-lowest term natin to, we have a 5 over 4. Kapag 8 over 6 naman, kasi 8 divided by 6, we have here 4 over 3 kasi divisible by 2. So, dito pa lang, wala na, magkaiba na sila. So, it means this one is not a geometric sequence. Okay, let's have number 3. We have 1 over 8, 1 over 4, 1 over 2, 1 and 2. Let's try to find out. 2 divided by 1 is 2, correct. 1 divided by 1 half. Ilang 1 half meron kay 1? Dalawa. Okay? And then 1 half divided by 1/4. Ilang 1/4 meron kay 1 half? Dalawa din. And then 1/8 divided by 1/4 divided by 1/8. Ilang 1/8 meron kay 1/4? Meron din tayong dalawa. So, ibig sabihin, pare-pareho yung nakuha nating ratio. So, meron silang common ratio, kaya ito ay tinatawag nating geometric sequence. Okay? Now, let's have sequence. Now, let's have number 4. We have 2, 6, 18, 54, 162. Let's divide. 162 divided by 54. Ilan to? Tatlo kaya? Let's try. 54 times 3. This is 12, 15, 16. So, 162. So, 3. And then 54 divided by 18, 3 din yan. And then 18 divided by 6, it is also 3. And then 6 divided by 2, 3 din siya. So, obviously, meron silang common ratio. Kaya itong number 4 is also considered as the geometric sequence. Okay? So, let's have this one. 9, 8, 7, 6. Let's divide. This is 6 over 7 kasi di naman natin sila mag-divide eh. Okay, this is 7 over 8. This is 8 over 9. So, iba-iba sila, which means hindi ito geometric sequence. Okay, so only 1, 3, and 4 is considered geometric sequence. Okay, now let's go to your learning task number 2. Determine the common ratio and the next 3 terms of the following geometric sequence. Okay, so kukunin natin yung common ratio, saka natin kukunin yung next 3 terms. Now, write your answer on the space provided. So, item number 1 is done for you. So, paano ba natin nakuha yung common ratio nito? 16 divided by 8 is 2. 8 divided by 4 is 2. Kaya ang common ratio natin ay 2. To identify the next term, i-multiply nyo lang siya. 16 times 2 is 32. 32 times 2 is 64. 64 times 2 is 128. Kaya natin siya nakuha. Now, let's identify yung second given natin, ha? Teka, enter ko lang. Oops. Wait. Para may space tayo. Ayan. Okay, let's try this one. I-divide natin 100 over 200, 'di ba? 100 over 200. Pero pag ni-lowest term natin 'yan, this is 1/2. Okay, and then 200 divided by 400 is 200 over 400. Na kapag ni-lowest term din natin ay 1/2. So, ibig sabihin, ang common ratio natin dito ay 1/2. Okay, so 100 times 1/2. So, 100 times 1 is 100 divided by 2. So, you have there 50. Okay? 50 times 1/2, ibig sabihin, i-divide lang natin siya sa 2. So, that's 25. Okay? 25 divided by 1/2, or no, times 1/2 is 12.5. Okay? Paano nakuha yun? Gusto nyo pa bang ilagay ko dito? Kunyari, 50 times 1/2. So we have here 50 over 2. And 50 over 2 is 25, di ba? And then 25 times 1 half. So that's 25 over 2. 25 divided by 2 is 12.5. Kaya natin siya nakuha. Okay? Now, let's have this one. 32 or negative 32 divided by 8. So that's negative 4. 8 divided by negative 2 is also negative 4. So, ang common ratio natin dito ay negative 4. Now, what is negative 32 times negative 4? O, tulungan nyo nga akong mag-solve. Ilan yan, ha? Ilan ang 32 times sa 4? Wait lang. Okay, so that is 128.
Okay, let's just pause now. I will stop, no? So we are on the third row because this Jampong is saying he cannot enter, no? Okay, so he has a weak disconnection, weak Wi-Fi a while ago, and then he's entering. Hold on. Ganun ba yun? Pagka nagpe-present ng tab, it's still not working. Enter now. I do not know what's the technicality, no? If I'm going to actually show you that presentation in tab, could you not enter the classroom? Daming interruption nito. O, sige. Baka weak talaga ang Wi-Fi niya, no? Okay. So, weak yung Wi-Fi niya. Let's continue.
Okay? So, dahil ito ay negative times negative, positive siya. And then, yung sagot nating 128, ita-time ulit natin siya by negative 4. So, that will be negative 512. And this negative 512, ita-times ko ulit with negative 4. Ilan na siya? That's 2,048. Ano nang sign niya? Dahil ito ay negative, positive na siya. So, that's it. Now, dito, ano nangyari dito? 0.1 or this is not 15. This is
Kayong dalawa mag-save kayo, no? Not just once. Many
for a
times
while. Kasi
dapat.
binabago ko yung given nyo para kayo pa rin magsosolve. Okay, let's try to find
Many
out.
times
Ano kaya
saving.
ito?
Clicking the
1.6
button
divided by 0.4. Ilan? Okay, kung i-divide natin yan, sige nga, kuha tayo dito ng space. Sa taas. So, we have 1.6 divided by 0.4. Diba, i-move lang yan. Okay, nandito na yung decimal point natin. So, 16 divided by 4 is 4. 4 times 4 is 16. 16 minus 16 is 0. So, ibig sabihin, ito ay 4. 4. How about 0.4 divided by 0.1? Usog lang natin yan. So, ibig sabihin, 4 divided by 1 is 4. So, ibig sabihin, ito ay 4 ang ating common ratio. Okay? So, what is now 1.6 divided by 4? O, isolve nyo na dyan, ha? Hindi ko na ipapakita dito para hindi masyadong mahaba ang video. Try nyo. Okay? So, that is a 0.4. Okay? Now, 0.4 divided by 4
tinamad
ulit.
na rin ng teacher. No? Nakakatamad maging math teacher.
0.1. Now, yung 0.1, i-divide nyo ulit by 0.4. and that is a 0.25. O, pwede nyo i-check yan sa calculator ha, para ma-check nyo kung tama yung naging answer natin. So, that's for that given. Now, let's have this one. So, 20,200, 2,200. Okay, let's see. This is 200 over 2,000, di ba? So, cancel na yung dalawang zero. So, that's 2 over 20, which is 1 over 10 in lowest term. Okay, how about this one? 2,000 divided by 20,000. Okay, ilang zero? Matatanggal to. So, 2 over 20, that's also 1 over 10. Okay, so ibig sabihin yung number, itina-times natin siya by 1 over 10. Okay, so 1 over 10. So, 200 times 1 over 10. Teka, baba ko tong isa. No space na. Ayan, para magka-space tayo. Ayan, okay. So, let's have this one. 200, ay, sorry. Wait. 200 times 1 over 10, diba? That's 200 over 10. So, para ma-shortcut yan, cancel lang yung 0, ibig sabihin 20.
Okay, it's but
Okay, and then 20
simplification,
times
no?
1
You can
over
do that.
10. So, you will have
I'll
20
give you the link.
over 10. Cancel na
It's
lang yung
just
0.
easy, no?
So, you
Just
have 2.
type
Okay, and then
the
2
geometric sequence
times
there, and
1
you can
over
have
10. So, you will
the
have
both
your 2
teacher.
over 10 or
Okay,
ilan
sige,
to?
let's stop that now.
Isang usog, di
Okay,
ba?
we go to
2.
the textbook.
2.
I
Okay.
want to
So, yan
discuss
na
actually
ngayon
the
yung para sa
geometric
learning
mean.
task number 2. Ngayon, kung natulungan ko kayo at may natutunan kayo sa video,
Okay. So, ang dami niyang sample. It's very good, no? If there's a lot of examples, it's a variety of it. Okay. Common ratios are not just whole numbers. They can be decimal numbers also. They are fractions. They are negative numbers. And if you notice also, geometric sequence also is in alternating signs and or all positive, no? And or all negative. Do you believe? Okay, sige, tignan natin po ito, no? Okay. So, sige, get your textbook. We go to the mean, no? Okay, lakihan ko na lang ito. Ay, ano to? Okay. Sketch ko lang ito. Wait lang. Bigla akong nawala. Okay? Hold on. Okay. So, if you notice, and if you read the geometric mean there now, there are but only two terms that you need, no? For your arithmetic mean. What are they? The first term and the last term. It is but A1 and AN multiplied together, and then you get the square root of it. You can have the middle term. Okay, we say it is the mean, no? Geometric mean. Okay, are you there in your textbook? You jump now, no? We're finished with the sequence. But with the formula, which is A sub of n equals A1 times R raised to n minus 1, it's not being elaborated well, no? We'll elaborate that to you by, of course, you read your textbook more and then a lot of YouTube, okay? Naintindihan. Okay, we are now in the arithmetic mean. Okay, there seems a derivation of it, no? But it says there that if you multiply the first term and the last term, a sub of 1 and a sub n multiplied together, and then you get the square root of it, both are positive, a1 and an, you'll get a positive arithmetic mean. Did you get me? And then for both negative, okay, a1 and an, they're all negative, or both are negative. what will you get? It's a negative. Nakuha. Square root that, and then it's a negative. And then, what about alternating signs? Let's check. No? Let's show this to you. $26. Okay. So I produce a geometric, no? Tayo. Wala na si Sir. Ayan, okay. I'll produce a geometric sequence with 1, -1, and let's have another 1, no? I'm multiplying this by, kuha nyo, nakita nyo? Okay, sige. Nakikita nyo ha? Kasi hindi ko nakikita. Na pinapakita ko siya. Okay, again, we are in the arithmetic mean now. We have the first term. Ayan, no? I am creating geometric mean sequence. It starts with 1, -1, and 1. I multiplied both by 2. Let's see, no? It's also, okay, 5 lang muna, no? So I have first up to the 5th term. What about this? I'm just going to actually multiply this also by a positive 2. Okay? What happens? Okay, and then it's still a positive 2. Of course, they will be the same there, no? Okay. Pareho lang pala yung isa. Okay, sige. Let's have this a -2. Okay, find out, no? They are different. Okay. Okay, to illustrate, no? The mean. If I'm going to actually multiply, this is a subscript of 1, no? First term. And then this is 5. A subscript of 5. That is considered also your last term. A subscript of n. Multiply them together. 1 times 16 will give you 16. But what is the square root of 16? It will be 4. So therefore, this is your mean, no? Did you get me? Okay. 4 is your mean for 1 and 16, square root of it. Get it. How about 1 and 4? 1 times 4, sir, it's 4. Square root of 4, it's 2. That is the arithmetic mean, no? Okay. Naintindihan? O, baka hindi naintindihan, okay? What about 4 and 16? It's 64, right? Get the square root of 64. It's 8. Okay, so 4 times 16, 64 square root of 64, it's 8. Did you get it? Okay. So it's telling there naman it's negative numbers. What about this? Negative times negative. Okay. If they are both negative, your sign negative should be outside and it's waiting. Okay? Did you get it? Okay. But multiply negative times a negative 16. Negative 1 times negative 16 gives you 16, no? Okay. But what is the square root of 16? It's 4. Okay, that is why outside, no? Nakita niyo ba yung sinasabi ko? Wala na kasi yung textbook ko dito. Eh. It's there, no? Okay, are you in the arithmetic mean? Okay, can you follow? There's a sign there outside waiting, no? It's a negative. And then square root a subscript of 1 times a subscript of n. Okay, this now is example. Okay, so all you need to actually do is multiply -1 and -16. It gives you a positive 16. But what is the square root of 16? It's 4. 4. But the negative is waiting outside. That's why the arithmetic mean is -4. They're not the same. Did you get that? Okay. Sir, how about the alternating sign? Okay. So for this one, ratio it's 2 in here. Ratio is positive 2, but we started with -1. In here, your ratio is a -2. They're different, okay? Okay. Okay, let's check this one now. 1 and 16, obviously it's like 1 and 16 here. Okay, but what about this? They are different. 1 and 4. Okay, 1 times 4, it's 4. Square root of 4, it's 2. But why is this one a -2? It can be, no? Why? Can you recall that for your square root, how many numbers or answers will it give you? Can you recall? Okay, Ma'am Mariah's math, during your grade 9, you are in the radical, no? If you're getting the square root of 9, will it be positive 3 only? Okay, it also gives you it's -3, no? Okay, a square root of 9 will also give you a positive 9. Likewise, a -3 and positive 3, no? Sorry, nahilo na sa sir tuloy. Okay, did you get that? That is why you're trying to actually say 1 and 4 or 1 and 16, no? It's correct, it's 4. But what about 1 and 4, sir? Bakit -2 siya? Okay. Remember, we call it the principal square root, no? Principal square root. It's not only giving us a positive for the square root, but it's a number that is a negative also of that number. Naalala niyo yun? Okay, so for this one, it applies for this sequence. For this sequence, okay, it does not, no? It's all negative. Okay, it's all positive. That's mean. Ako ha? Okay, review it again. Paki-screenshot po ito, no? Okay, again, paki-screenshot. Ay, 34 na pala. I'm so sorry. Okay, paki-screenshot. Okay? So, you know now how to apply that square root in the geometric mean. Did you get me? Okay, so thumbs up yung iba kung makaka-cut thumbs up. Kung hindi, practice more, okay? Okay, sige, we'll practice more tomorrow.